when Black Son came on the panel and he spoke, I was listening to him, but then again, I wasn't listening to him. But now it has been brought to my attention, and I do remember when he did say this. He was asking me about the sexual orientation of the pastor and the church that Sister Noble attends. Because in Atlanta, there are lesbian churches. There are Christian churches that accept lesbian, gay, homosexual behavior. Now, there are things that you begin to see, unfortunately, after the fact. When I first started talking with this lady we know of as the doo-doo lady, she was into this woman here, Zaza Ali. And she was writing Zaza Ali a lot of emails, really trying to contact Zaza Ali. And at the time, I just saw it as this was a woman that she had admired her intelligence, her wisdom, or whatever. But now that we, or myself, not we, now that I take another look, she was really obsessed with this woman, Zaza Ali. Constantly writing her, waiting for her responses. And she was really happy when Zaza would reply to her emails. She was so happy. Now, what happened was she suggested something to Zaza or whatever. Now, she's so obsessed with Zaza Ali. She's buying her book, and before the scandal broke out, she wanted to probably go and attend one of Zaza Ali's seminars and things of that nature. She was really into Zaza Ali. But Zaza replied to her in a manner that she did not like. And that really made her really, really upset. Zaza Ali, of course, is a female. And she's really upset. Okay, no big deal. But there's a pattern of behavior that I'm looking at now. Also, her friend who called her a mammy and a black feminist, her friend Gay Nollywood Jr., who called her a mammy, and so I guess she accepts that terminology. He called her a mammy and a black feminist. And she says feminist is code word for lesbian. And I'm like, oh. This is what she said. She said feminist is code word for lesbian, and she has accepted that Gay Nollywood Jr. refers to her as a mammy and a black feminist. So she goes from Zaza Ali to Alexis K. Tyler. And she's obsessed with Alexis K. Tyler. And Alexis K. Tyler is an older woman, and she understands that there's a lot of people that's mentally unstable out there in YouTube land. And I guess she knows how to uh, interact with these unstable minds. And she's obsessed with Alexis K. Tyler, the same way she was obsessed with Zaza Ali. In fact, she started making videos trying to bash Zaza Ali, but that never went nowhere because Zaza would never respond, and Zaza blocked her. She was very, very angry and upset. And to me, it was all funny, but now that I'm looking at things, Zaza Ali is a woman, Alexis K. Tyler is a woman. And then we go from Alexis K. Tyler to Napah Shadah. She was really, really happy when Napah Shadah accepted her into her circle, more so than Sonetta himself. She was happy to be invited and to be a part of that clan, all those hundreds and thousands of people watching you, listening to your words, and being part of Sonetta and the House of Consciousness. She wanted to be part of that clique because she has a obsession. She wants to be famous. She wants money. She wants that glamour life. She wants praise. But she really loved Napah Shadah. And when you hear her talk right now, she almost acts like, and really she's apologizing to Napah Shadah. Oh, Angel made me do it. I didn't mean to do that. She's not doing that with Sonetta. Only with Napah Shadah. She's really, forgive me, Napah. She wants to be part, and she wants to be back in Napah Shadah's life. So we have Zaza Ali, we have Alexis K. Tyler, and we have Napah Shadah. Just so happen, all women. She does not exhibit this behavior of love with myself or any male or Sonetta, but you see that she has some kind of liking towards women. Then she became friends with Karen. And basically, once she became friends with Karen, I could see she really didn't give a damn about me anymore. Now she got the woman. Ah, wow. Now she got the woman she always wanted. Somebody to talk to for hours and hours. Somebody that would support her in her mental instability, that did not care about her talking about the law firm and Marta and Shoe Show 24 hours a day because they want to talk about how they got beat up 24 hours a day. A perfect match until recently. All this is women. And one more woman to add to the suspicion that Sister Noble is a possible lesbian. She now has an obsession with Cynthia G. She loves Cynthia G. Even though Cynthia G says some things that is way out this world, it don't make any difference. The common denominator in all these things is women. And she says out of her own mouth, I divest from black men. I divest from men, period. So if you're divesting from men, period, then does that mean that you're gravitating toward your own sex? And when I was with her, I look, I don't have a lot of experience, and I'm not a whore, so I haven't been around a lot of women. But the few women that I've been with, except one, they always came on to me, and they had a hard on for me. I didn't have to chase them. They was trying to get me into bed. I wasn't trying to get them into bed like that. So I'm in a situation, I'm wondering why I have to do all this work, because I've never done it before. Why I have to do all this work chasing this woman, trying to get close to her and whatever. And I see what the problem is now. It's because she's not really interested in men. Something about that church, something about those teachings, something has made her gravitate towards her own sex. And this is not me. This is a behavior that we see. Where is the men involved in here? When you hear her talk, you don't hear her talk so much about men. It's about women. Cynthia G, Zaza Ali, Karen. Listen to how she talks about her breakup with Napah Shadah. Listen to that. It makes us draw to the conclusion that she's a lesbian, or she wants to be a lesbian. Why don't she tell? See, I'm not the kind of person run around just tell folks business, because it's not that serious. But ask her, how did she lose her virginity? Just like Black Signs say, she's only had 2 relationships in her life. Him and myself. And I was with her longer than Black Sign was. So of course I can't get to square one. How would you know if I'm dickless? Because you never even tried. You didn't even want to know if you really want a woman. And you pretending. I think she used me because people was calling her. People was calling her a lesbian. I think that she used me to cover up the fact that she was exhibiting lesbian behaviors. So I'm going to, because I never told nobody we was dating. She made sure that YouTube land knew that her and I was dating. So those rumors, so those people will stop saying, I think you're a lesbian. You don't have no man. It all makes sense now. Because she really wants a woman. So something about that church, something about, and that's another reason why you probably don't want to leave Atlanta, because Atlanta is the hub for Black gays and lesbians. It all makes sense now that we see the real picture now. You are fighting with your own sex. You're a lesbian and don't want to confess. I mean, it's very suspicious. It's just an allegation, but that's the way it looks like. It looks like she's having sexual problems.